Hi, it's Amanda here from Patchwork and Papercraft, and I've got the task to make 25 cards for Christmas as fast as I can for this evening. And they're going to be fairly basic because obviously I need to make them quite quickly. So what I've done is I've gone and got some 5x5 card bases. And I've also got various pages from paper pads. And I'm using some from a lot of these actually. This one comes from The Works. It's only £4. That's another one from The Works. This one's from Hobbycraft. And those are the ones that a couple of pages from each of those. Now I've already done a lot of the prep work, but I thought I'd show you how to do them nevertheless. So we'll start off with your page, your 12 by 12. And what we need is we need to cut them into 4-inch squares. So we've got a 4 by 12 and another 4 by 12 and then two 2 by 12s. The 2 by 12s we're going to cut down into 3-inch segments. So each one is 2 by 3. Wood gets stuck from time to time. 3. So there we go. So they're cut into 2 by 3. And obviously we've got the front of the page and we've got the back of the page. And they can both go in any direction. So I'll put those with my piles of any directions. And these ones I'm going to cut into 4-inch squares, as I said. So that's 4 and another 4 and a third 4. And then each of these I'm going to put into the board with the corners into the corner there and down at the bottom of the cutting blade to cut them into triangles. Okay, I'll show you that again. I'll show you it several times actually. So in it goes, corner to corner, down and up, or up and down, depending on how you fancy doing it. There we go. And these ones as well from before. Now if they're directional, you want to put them before cutting so that the direction, as you can see these go, yeah, so that the direction is that way. Is that right? Let me just double check. That would give me a piece that side, and I want, yep, that's correct. So it goes left. No, I didn't quite cut through that one, so I'll just do that one again. There we go. And then these are separated into their types. See, not those ones, these ones. Okay. So that's all the cutting. And then we've got, I'm going to use this. Now this is from my little petunia, my sweet petunia I mean, and it's glue. but it's a glue press, and it's really helpful for people with not very much mobility in the hands to get the glue out nice and evenly. All right, so let's get started here. I'll sit myself down and get myself sorted. So we take the first cards, fold it in half, grab a bone folder. There it is. This room is still a right mess. I really will have to get to and clear it up. 2, 3, 4, another load because I need 25. Come here. Because I'm only using a phone to film this with, I can't actually put you on pause while I do lots of stuff, because it will only pause for a matter of a couple of minutes and then it cancels, and it doesn't have the software to be able to join anything together. So I've kind of had it really from that point of view. I've asked for a camera for Christmas from my husband, and he said he'll get me one, which should be able to let me do that sort of thing. But in the meantime, I'm afraid we're stuck with watching me do hundreds and hundreds of exactly the same thing, or just stop, you know. Right, how many is that? I've lost count. Let's count them up. Not enough, I know, but let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. The reason you use a bone folder is because if you just fold it with your hands, it doesn't stay down, whereas the bone folder makes a really crisp crease. That one, and that should be the 25. That's 24, but I've got a 25th one here. So that's 25. Okay. Now it's quite straightforward what I'm going to do. All I'm doing is I'm going to take 2 of these triangles, put one at the bottom and one at the top. But I'm not sure whether to put them the same or whether to mix and match. No, I think the same, don't you? That'd look a lot better, won't it? So let's go. Bit of glue. Even up to the bottom edge. Bit of glue on that one. And even up to the top edge. There we go. Now we're going to do some. I'm going to put probably that way around, a stamp in the middle, but we'll do that at the end. So that's what I've got to do with these. Let's have a couple of different sorts. So we'll have this one now. Oh, this one's directional. I do hope I'm staying within the area that you can see, but just in case I wasn't, what I'm doing is I'm gluing them up, the triangles, putting them into place, like that, so that when I come to stamp it, I can. Okay, that's a couple. Moving on to the next one. It's one of those and one of those. Let's do one of these. There we go. So they don't take long to make each one, do they? Oh, by the way, make sure they're opening the right way round. I made a whole batch not that long ago, and when I went to open them, I discovered I put them that way round. What a plonker. Okay, so what's next? Let's have some snowmen. Back end of these ones. There we go. Yes, I've had a bit of a problem with making these videos because I can't stop and start the video. It's been really, really annoying. These things are sent to try us, as the saying goes. There we go. Try and make them straight as you're going. You see, if you don't pay attention to your orientation, you'll find they're going in the wrong direction. So that's no good, is it? I need one that's going the other way. There we are. I'm just going to double check that this is definitely in view. It is. Good. On to the next one. And I will show you the other sort in a moment as well. So if you get bored silly, you can just stop the video. Although I would prefer you to watch it to the end, but I know it gets a bit repetitive, doesn't it? So I understand if you don't. But while we're talking about that, a thumbs up would be fantastic if you like what you see. And if you don't like what you see, a comment telling me why you don't like what you see would be even better. Because that way I can change, you know, I can improve. Let's have one of these. I've just made one with the snowmen, or whatever they are, on the backs. So I'll do a multi one. There we go. Getting there. It's coming up a bit at the corner, that one. I didn't glue it properly. Let's put some glue down underneath. There we go. Now the other shape, now this is going to be two different ones. I'm going to have one there. And one, well, that was the idea of it. I don't actually like that now I can see it. Maybe it would be better like that, with the sentiment at the top. Yeah, I think that would be better, don't you? So we'll do that. And do we want them both different, or do we want them the same? Let's have a look. No, I think different. We'll have different, so we'll have one from each side of it. One from the A side and one from the B side, as it were. I know you don't see me There we go. Got a little line on here telling me where to film from, and I keep forgetting. Okay, and then we'll have I don't think that looks right. Yeah, I prefer that. Wonder what it would look like as a 4. With a I don't know if I like that or not, because I'd then have to put a white piece on to actually put the sentiment on, wouldn't I? I think that's extra work for no real gain. So no, let's keep going how we were. There are a lot of different ways that you can lay these out. In fact, I thought of another way a moment ago by doing what I just did. I'm going to cut these, or some of these, 4 of them actually, in half. So where did I put my cutter? There. These are 3-inch long. I'm going to cut them at 1.5. And then turn it into windows. Maybe 2 going that way, and come here. I can't quite get 3 across the top. We can just. Got better the other way round with the 3 at the bottom. So we'll put the 3 at the bottom and the 2 at the top. One, 2, 3, oops. There we go, and 2 at the top. Come here. 4 fingers today. There we go, with the stripe in the middle for the sentiment. That's another version. I'll do a couple of those. Do one the other way round, shall I? With the green. Oh, hang on, here's that snowman's ought to be that way round. Santa, I mean. Oh, we've got a snowman there, and then we've got a longer piece, bigger piece down the bottom. Don't think I actually like that one, but anyway, we'll go back to the original way. Do some of these. That's the top one. And the bottom one. And let's see how long it's taken me to do this many. So how many have I done? Well, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 13, so that's half of them in 20 minutes. So I'm going to stop making them now, and I'm going to start putting the sentimenty bit on, always assuming I can find something to do it with. There's me some ink. It stays on ink. I usually use Versamark, but it stays on is fine. And then I've got a positioner here. And the positioner, I've got sticky mat on. So let's do these diagonal ones first. So you put the diagonal thing in to hold it, and now we'll put this on where we want it. Now, do we want it to be Merry Christmas that way? We do really, don't we? Yeah, I think so. If it's a new one, you've got to rub over it, because otherwise they have like grease on them from manufacturing, oil, machine oil. You have to get it off with your fingers. Okay, and then we go. Put some ink on, which I don't expect you can see me doing, but whatever. There's some ink. Lay it down. And this is why the stamp positioner is so useful. If it doesn't do right the first time, you can redo it. Yeah, that one looks quite good. So I could continue with that. I've got other colours. I could use different colours, thinking about it, if I wanted to. Do I want different colours, or do I just want to stick to black? Let's think about that for just a moment while I see if I can even find any different colours. Quite sure which drawer they're in. Ah, that one. Here we go. I want different colours or not. I've got orange and blue and green and red and yellow and all sorts in here. I've also got some different types of ink. So shall we see what if Memento ink makes any difference? This is Memento Tuxedo Black. That one was stayed on black. Well, I think I prefer the Memento. That one, the stays on might be slightly wearing out. I might have to get some re-inker for it. Okay, here we go. Let's do these. On you go, nice and straight. Add the ink. Press it down. Up it comes. Check it. If it's okay, put it to one side. And all you do is keep repeating the same thing. So, glue it up. Lay it down. Gently press it. I'm not putting much weight on it when I do that, by the way. I'm just fairly gently with it. That doesn't look quite right. I won't press that down where it is. I'll check its position. That's better. Just a little bit more on that one. That's better. So, nearly did it, didn't I? Another one. I don't have a lot of space here to work in. But it is what it is. I like these ones with deer on. I think these are quite nice. Actually, I quite like all of these. Okay. That's the diagonal ones. And then we've got some straight ones. Really just careful how to do that, because when you pick it up you make an imprint. There we go. That one's in a different place. Oh, this one looks like it's in the same sort of place. Double check. Oh, I need to move it down a tiny fraction. Move it up a fraction so as to move the picture down, the sentiment down. Yeah, it needs to go about there. Make sure it's straight. And then these ones, I'll move it again, of course, for these two. There's 3. Now obviously you can bling these up to no end, but because these are really simple ones, oh dear, what's happened here? Let's just check it. Yeah. Yeah. The board's getting a little bit mucky. On the edges of the glue pad, because I'm doing it at an angle. Okay, and this one, and that will make half of the ones I'm going to make. I'm going to make the other half exactly the same, but there's no point showing you those because it's just the same thing over again. So there we go. That is 13 Christmas cards made in half an hour. So using this method you can make all 25 in, well, in a couple of hours. Probably take me just over an hour, I would say, to make the whole lot. Alright, but that's it for today. So I do hope you enjoy this method of making lots and lots of Christmas cards very, very quickly. Bye!